Joining us now, first on Squawk Box, is Zoom CFO Kelly Steckelberg. Yep, we're doing it, Kelly. We see you, and actually, you look much better than a lot of our guests do on Zoom. I guess if you know how to work the thing, you can do much better.
Good morning.
Anyway, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Just looking at the quarter, and it's a strange thing to say, to call something like what we've been through the halcyon days, but in this crazy topsy-turvy world that we're living in, things have been really good for Zoom in the midst of this pandemic. Can you describe the operating environment?
Yeah, so I mean, we're as excited as anyone about the prospects of having a vaccine soon, but happy that during this time we've been able to minimize disruption, and we've seen strong growth in our core business, both our direct and online and channel segments, which we announced yesterday we grew to over 470,000 customers with greater than 10 employees. We saw strength in our Zoom Phone product, which turned 2 recently. Again, we announced yesterday that we have 18 customers with more than 10,000 seats. And also we have benefited from a really strong brand awareness globally, and international's grown to 33% of our business, up from 20% just a year ago. So really strong performance across all aspects of our business.
And much more quickly than anyone could have predicted it a couple of years ago, and therefore the time dilation for the move to digital in our lives across the board we've seen, but especially with Zoom. But do you think it has imbued you with a moat, even that makes you're so well known and almost like, Kleenex, Zoom? By that I mean that it's almost a generic term for video conferencing now. Will that be maintained in the future, and is it permanent?
Well, what we've seen is that people have really had innovative ways of embedding Zoom into their life, right? We hear use cases from individuals in their personal lives, parents and grandparents reading to their children and grandchildren across the globe. We hear small business owners that have kept their businesses running during this time, whether it's cooking classes or fitness instructors, and all the way up to enterprises, which of course have been keeping their employees safe during this time. And what we know and what we recognize is that employees especially really appreciate the flexibility that this way of working brings them. And employers have seen that they can be productive during this time. And so while we're all excited again about being able to safely move around the world, we are looking forward to a time when it's a more of a hybrid approach where you can go to the office and see your colleagues and have that community and collaboration you want, but you still are able to leverage Zoom to get your knowledge work done. Or your children are able to take their tutoring lessons at home, so you don't have to cart them around the city to get to where they need to be. And so that's what we see as the sustainability and the durability of this business for the long term.
How do you take it to the next level in terms of innovation, or whether it's acquisitions or expanding the business? And margins were so strong, I just wonder if there's ways of somehow making that permanent, and even going up from here. What you got to be smart to do that. What are your plans?
Yeah, so we're really focused on, Eric talked about this on the call yesterday, moving from being a great app to an amazing platform. And that includes, of course, Zoom meetings, our Zoom rooms, webinars, Zoom phone, as well as the new product we announced last fall on Zoom, which is our event hosting platform that we're really excited about. It's in beta today. And what that does is it creates an opportunity for different ways of working on our platform. And to your point, we are really committed to continuing to investing in innovation. We're focused on R&D hiring around the globe. We are hiring in all aspects or all states of the U.S. We recently announced our innovation centers in Singapore and India as well. And then we do always look for opportunities to accelerate that through M&A. We have a great corp dev team, which is always looking for opportunities to augment either our talent or our technology through acquisitions. And we just keep looking for the right match for us.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.